Good morning, everyone. I'm Abhinav Singh, Vice President, Operations India, and a proud Amazonian for over a decade. I would like to take a moment to extend my warmest greetings to Shri Vineet Pandey, the Secretary, Department of Post and Chairman of the Postal Board, and Ms. Jaya Varma Sinha, Member, Railway Board, Ministry of Railways, and all the eminent business and economic leaders present here today. Smbhav is a celebration of small businesses and their contribution in creating job opportunities, fostering invention, and promoting economic growth. Through Smbhav, we have been dedicated to exploring the best ways to leverage technology that can digitize and help in the economic progress of small businesses across India. The e-commerce industry in India, especially over the last 10 years, has seen remarkable growth. This has been driven by factors like an increased internet penetration, smartphone access, and changing consumer preferences. The growth has contributed significantly to India's development in terms of the economy, employment generation, building up of entrepreneurs, the infrastructure. This is just to name a few areas in which the e-commerce industry has contributed. Our government's vision and mission to lower the cost of logistics and dramatically change the infrastructure in the country has really helped impact e-commerce in a very positive way. Our experience in Amazon has demonstrated that engagement with the government in initiatives and meaningful partnerships ensures sustainable and inclusive growth, boosting the digital economy and helping India grow faster. These symbiotic partnerships are a win-win for the industry and the government alike. One such engagement is the engagement with India Post. It started on day one of Amazon in India, and Shri Vineet Bajpayee, who now heads India Post, was one of the pioneers who we worked with in establishing this relationship. Over the last 10 years, the relationship has grown in a very meaningful way. We have broken very many paradigms, whether it was the launch of consumer durables and electronics through India Post, or it was launching customer return drop-offs in post offices, or the recent launch of COD in many cities. Across the last 10 years, we've worked together in building products with India Post, which have really helped transform the service that we can provide to every single part of the country. And this relationship is now going on to the next level as we enable exports of billions of dollars through the India Post network. The government has set an ambitious goal that they want to be able to build an export business of more than $200 to $300 billion over the next 5 years. In order to build this business at this scale, it would require a very meaningful partnership between the industry, e-commerce marketplaces like ourselves, sellers, and of course, logistic partners like India Post. And this is where our collaboration gains significance. This collaboration will simplify cross-border logistics and compliance for Indian exporters shipping directly to customers around the world. Indian exporters on Amazon's global selling program will be able to book their shipments, print shipping labels, and pay for shipping directly from their central account. They will be able to drop these shipments at 600 plus Dak Niryat Kendras across India, from where consignments will be exported to overseas customers. Logistics being one of the key and most effort-intensive components of exports, we are convinced that this collaboration would make it significantly easy for Amazon sellers to use India Post to sell their products from any part of the country to customers around the world. In June, our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, met with Andy Jassy, who is the CEO of Amazon. And during the conversation, Prime Minister spoke about the importance of leveraging India's grassroots infrastructure pillars India Post, and Indian Railways to help accelerate the growth of e-commerce in India. This collaboration is a step in that direction and is headed towards making a global commerce exports hub here in India. We are honored today to have Shri Vineet Pandey, Secretary, Department of Posts, and the Chairman of the Postal Board, under whose guidance and leadership this collaboration has taken shape. Under his stewardship, India Post is scaling even greater heights. I would like to invite Shri Pandey on stage and kindly address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Namaste, and I was privileged to have attended the previous session also. Thank you, Russell, for deep insights, Amit, and Mr. Abhinav, and all the stakeholders present in this hall. Let me first congratulate Amazon on organizing this flagship event, Smbhav, possible. And that too, especially on the occasion of completing 10 years of Amazon's India operations. And also thank you all for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share the dais and the discussions today. As part of India Post's global collaborations, today, a memorandum of understanding is being signed with Amazon Seller Services, a leading force in the world of e-commerce. And this partnership holds immense promise towards the possibility, the Smbhav part of this theme, as we work together with e-marketplace leaders to promote e-commerce exports and further integrate Indian economy with the global marketplace. On a personal note, let me recall my association with Amazon. About 8-9 years back, I was heading the Business Development Directorate of the Department of Post. My colleague sitting here, Mr. Ajay Roy, is now leading the show from there. It was tremendous learning. Historically, the Post has a unique capability of rising up to the occasion of the challenges and the demand of the society. When we were born in the department, we were being written off 86, 87, that the Post will lose its relevance. And that's the time when the Speed Post, our flagship product, was born. And since that day, at least in terms of volume, perhaps we are the first as far as technically courier document services are concerned. Same thing happened somewhere around 2012 with this e-commerce boom, and I recall it was a pre-Diwali evening, and I was in place of Mr. Ajay Roy, and there were tremendous exchange of parcels. And that's how when we realized that here is the time where the department has to pitch in. And since that day, we got associated with the team from Amazon at various levels. And we had so many workshops together, so many discussions together as to how do we cope and what do we do within the department to meet this expectation from our consumers, particularly in the light of the digital transformation, which facilitated that the information is not only confined to metro cities or big cities, even the expectations and aspirations are there at the tier 2, tier 3, and so on. And we have to meet those expectations. So, personally, it's a dream come true today for me In the sense, while we were focusing at that time, as was mentioned in the intro part by Mr. Abhinav also, now is the time to reach out through our MSMEs, through our artisans, to the global marketplace. As we navigate the digital age, where e-commerce has emerged as powerful driver of economic growth and innovation, as I said, and in this pursuit, our post offices with their long-standing heritage and their emotional connect, very well captured in the backdrop wall also here, which depicts an element of continuity and change. Things evolve. And in this process, we have been associated with Amazon. And together we think that we are poised to play a pivotal role in promotion of e-commerce exports. Postal network will foster inclusive trade by connecting the producers, the artisans, MSMEs from the last mile and global markets by harnessing their expansive infrastructure. We can empower even the smallest of business to participate in the global trade. Think about the weavers from Varanasi or the artisans from Kutch, Mithila, painting. They can now reach markets for beyond our borders, and all thanks to our post offices joining hands as a facilitator. Post offices, as I mentioned, are known for their trust and reliability, and particularly the last mile touch, the human connect. And leveraging this reputation, we offer e-commerce business and customers a secure and hassle-free channel for global transactions. From customs clearance to tracking, the familiarity of our post offices can be a beacon of confidence in the digital world. Right from the beginning, when the association had started, what we had in mind was, whatever may be the mode of ordering, electronically, telephonically, so long as there is a dabba in the system gets generated, the post office has to pitch in a box and it has to be delivered. Give us an address and we would deliver. That was our theme for the domestic part. Now, a full circle has been created, and now we are reaching out to the global ecosystem. And in this direction, in the recent past, some initiatives have been taken, and the Department of Posts is setting up Dakghar Niryat Kendras, the export facility front-ending for those retail exporters. It will be something similar to the post office passport seva kendras, where in one shot, more than 400 touch points were created where people need not travel across to the state capitals to get their passports. So, post office has now become as a one-stop shop, a facilitator for all kinds of government initiatives, and particularly in this area of e-commerce, the Dakghar Niryat Kendras are going to facilitate this endeavor which we are targeting together. These centers will facilitate export-related service and information, enhance the ease of doing business by digitizing the processes and documentation, online customs clearance, and end-to-end logistics support with transparency and visibility. We have planned 1,000 such centers, and you would be happy to know that in a very short time, 600 are already functional, covering most of the major locations. This partnership today, let me highlight, will facilitate technical integration between Dakghar Niryat Kendra portal and Amazon portal, which will ensure that India-based sellers on Amazon can avail services of India Post. Sellers can generate postal bill of exports online, avail packaging, label printing, and pickup facilities, and to send their shipments globally with complete end-to-end tracking and with competitive rates. This will open up new avenues for our SMEs to expand this horizon by showcasing their products. We'll be also doing hand-holding, information exchange, guiding them through Amazon global platform, and then avail preferred services of India Post for shipping it across the world. One of the challenges of international trade has been navigating the complexities of customs, tariffs, and regulations. This partnership also aims to simplify those processes. E-commerce exports aren't just about goods. They are about sharing our heritage and culture with the world. Our artisans, our craftsmen and creators represent India's rich tapestry of traditions to a global audience. Signing of this MOU is a testament to our willingness to adapt, innovate, and collaborate on a global scale. It symbolizes our commitment to embracing the opportunities that the digital age presents. I once again, as the head of the postal fraternity in India, extend my gratitude to Amazon for their commitment to this partnership and to all stakeholders who have contributed to making this collaboration a reality. And in this direction, we also look forward to Department of Railways. It is represented by a very senior officer there, and we have been talking and working together since last year. And I'm sure that this MOU will be a major building block for much more collaboration to come and make India an export hub, as envisioned by our Honorable Prime Minister, a reform, perform, transform, to make it Smbhav. Thank you.
I would now like to request Mr. Russell Grandinetti on stage and Shri Pranoy Sharma, Deputy Director, General India Post, and Vivek Somareddy, Vice President, Amazon for Fulfillment and Global Technology, to exchange the MOU.